There we are on Brunch with Brian this morning. And today it is National Tradesman's Day. National Tradesman's Day. And so there's a lot of people that you need to work with in the real estate realm. There's a lot of people that we work with, and I'm going to give you them all today. So who are the tradesmen that you need to have relationships with when you start your real estate business and as you have a thriving real estate business? Well, I've got a really nice form that I created, and a lot of you guys probably have this form, and it's called your Dream Team form. All right, so I want you to look at your Dream Team form, and there is a lot of things on this Dream Team. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just tell you all of them, but let's get into the contractor part. Okay, so I'm going to go through this. Number one, you need a printer. There's some real basic stuff you need here. Okay, so number one, you need a printer to print your stuff. You know, to print your mainly your business cards to start, but you need good business cards for sure. So you need a printer to print your business cards, okay? And you need a I could delve into what every one of these ones is going to do for you. This is all on your Dream Team form, but these would not be all the tradesmen that you need. Okay, but I'll just say in printer, you need a title agent. You need somebody who can pull title reports for you and potentially close deals for you. You need an insurance agent, somebody who will do the insurance on your properties. That's an important one. And you need a real estate attorney. You may not need a real estate, depending on how your state closes deals. If you may need a real estate attorney, or you may need a title agent quicker, depending on if you're using a title agent to close your deals or a real estate attorney. Sometimes you may not need a real estate attorney if you're working with a title company right away until you actually get to the point where you have to evict somebody or something like that, or you have an issue. But it's always good to have a real estate attorney, and some of you guys really would prefer to close your deals through a real estate attorney as well. Mortgage broker, you're going to need some kind of a private money broker, mortgage broker. There's a fair amount of financial dealings with real estate, obviously, from when you're financing properties potentially, and also when you're helping your lease purchase tenant buyers get qualified. They're going to be talking to a mortgage broker. You're also going to be working with realtors, so you'll have realtors on your Dream Team. That's number 6. Then hard money lenders. Remember, there's different kind of lending. So you'll want a hard money lender, especially if you're doing flips, obviously. Now, I can hook you up. Lynette and I are what you're called our certified private money brokers. And so if you needed a hard money broker or a private money broker, or if you need financing for a long-term purchase, we can actually help you with that. We can actually take you through the application process and everything and get you financing. So go ahead and let us know if you need financing for anything. We could be your private money lender. We're hooked up with a big national company. Now let's get into your contractors. What do you need? These are your tradesmen. Okay, in the real estate world, there's a bunch of tradesmen that you need and tradespeople that you need in certain positions to keep your business running. Okay, you need somebody, and I'm going to go through all these, and it's a bunch because there's a lot of stuff that you need to have happen in your real estate business. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Caleb. How's it going? I'm in the studio today. This used to be our formal dining room, and now it's the studio. I didn't turn all the lights on. Let's see if this makes a difference. I turned some of the lights on, but not all of them. Yeah, so this is our studio, which I really like the new studio. It's working out great. This is the smart board over here. I'll give you a wider view maybe next week. And maybe I'll do some stuff with the board. Now that it's easy and it's right in our what used to be our formal dining room, maybe I'll do a lot more. I'll use the board. I actually really love using the board. So I love doing diagrams and all kind of stuff. So maybe that's going to be a bigger part of our Brunch with Brian's. Maybe I'll do a specific day where I'll do every Monday or every Thursday, I do something on the smart board. Smart board Thursdays. something like that. All right, so we'll look at doing something like that. But let's keep going with your who else you need on your contractor team. Okay, morning, Caleb. Happy Friday. For some reason, Caleb always here on Friday. That's great. Tony, good morning. Roger, you seem to be here on Fridays a lot as well. Tony, your RIA has been instrumental in building your dream team. That is a very good point, guys. When you should join your local real estate investing association or real estate investing club, because a lot of times they will be able to refer all these people on your dream team form to you. You know, this form that I'm going over here on today, it's in your back office. It's in your forms folder when you go on the member site, Our Wolfpack. So go on your member site, ourwolfpack.com, and then go into the what to say and what to do system and go into the forms folder. That's where this dream team form is. Everything I'm talking about today, all the people. And it has qualifying questions on there on that form. Like what should you ask if you're looking for a real estate attorney and you're calling people off the internet? What do you ask when you call? So it has qualifying questions and also has the duties that they do for you. So this is a super helpful form. So please use it, take advantage of it. But yes, your RIA or RIA clubs can be very helpful with this. Hey, Jennifer, great to see you here. Okay, studio looks nice. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit broader view, guys, next time. Let's just see a little bit more of it. We need some board brunches. Yes. Okay, so I will be going back to the smart board and doing some smart boards. I do love doing that. Sandra, thank you for chiming in. Don't always see you here, so it's great. And it's great. Guys, I don't know you're here if you don't say hi. So I love it when you say hi. All right, so where were we here? Let's get back to our Dream Team Forum now. We're going over all of the tradespeople because it's National Tradespersons Day. Sometimes we call these people contractors, independent contractors, something like that. These aren't people that work for you, but they do jobs for you. All right, so let's go into the whole list here. Number one, I want you to have a cleaner. You know, you got to have somebody who's a general cleaner. They'll go into your properties. They'll make it look nice. You know, you almost always, when you buy a house, you know, there's some cleaning that needs to get done. But for sure, if you do any pretty house polishing, which a lot of these contractors are going to help you do, you need to have a cleaner go back around at the end and clean everything up. Okay, then you'll need a painting person, someone who can do your interior painting and exterior painting. Okay, so, and that may be two different people. So interior painters, that usually for us, it's two different people. So interior and exterior painter, you'll need a carpet cleaner, somebody who can clean your carpets. Sometimes you can get away with cleaning carpets and sometimes you have to replace them. So you'll also have a flooring contractor. Okay, and this flooring contractor can do, you know, relatively cheap but nice carpet, and they have good access to luxury vinyl plank, LVP. That's very popular now because it's pretty sturdy. As long as you don't drag heavy furniture across it and scrape a big scrape into it, it's lasts a long time. So flooring contractor, and sometimes if you have a luxury home, you know, maybe put something a little fancier in there. Also window coverings, a window covering source. Now that might be, well, again, you know, you can, that could be a lot of different things. But again, these are all people that you need help, areas that you need help with. Okay, and next we have general home repairs. So a repairman, a handyman. Okay, you're going to need a handyman, somebody who can just replace a faucet, fix a, you know, electrical plate, you know, switch out a kick plate, something like that. So easy stuff like that. General home repairs, fix a leak, you know, do stuff outside, stuff like that. Replace a broken tile with a new tile. If they can do that, that might be your flooring contractor. So it's nice if you can find a handyman who can do lots of different stuff. If you keep asking them, can you do this? Can you do this? And they keep saying, no, you got to find somebody else to do that. Then, you know, it's helpful if you got somebody who's real handy and just can do lots of stuff. Good handyman person. Then you need a plumber. Hopefully you don't need a plumber very often because plumbing stuff can be very expensive. You will need a plumber if you're doing big rehabs. That's when you're going to need a plumber more likely. But even with regular rentals, you need every once in a while you need a plumber to do some serious stuff. A lot of times you can get away with your handyman doing plumbing repairs, and that's way cheaper. So try to do. That's why a really good sort of handyman is great. A jack of all trades who kind of knows a little bit about electrical and plumbing and can kind of, you know, get their way through for a lot less expensive than hiring a specialist. So plumber, roofing person. Now that's a very specialized trade. You don't want your handyman doing big roofing jobs. They should be licensed and bonded. People fall off roofs. Roofs are, you know, that's kind of scary. That's probably some of the most dangerous work you'll ever do on the house is roofing. And so, you know, get a good roofer, somebody you can trust and who's good. In certain areas, you know, they're specific. Shingles are easy. You can walk all over them. You can stomp all over them, and they go on easy and come off easy. Just a regular shingle roof. Tiles are a little bit trickier. There's this paper that goes under the tile that's really important to get right, or else the rain will go through the tile and then through the paper, and you'll get leaks. And then when you're walking around on the tile, it's easy to break it, so you have to be really careful. So you know, tile roofs are a little bit extra challenge, but they last a long time. They should if they're done properly. But you need a roofing person. Okay, then you need a landscaper, somebody who can do obviously your landscaping. That sort of speaks for itself. But that may be out here in Arizona. What does that mean? That means someone who can, you know, do a lot of plants mainly and trim back plants and blow leaves and stuff. They don't do a lot of grass. We don't have grass. Not a lot of people have grass in Arizona. But if you're in Minnesota, everybody has a lot of grass. So grass is going to be a big part of your landscaping and a big part of your expenses. That's one reason it's cheaper if you can. We have our artificial grass at some of our properties. That makes it a lot cheaper. We do have grass at some of our houses, but it's a big hassle. So we always make our tenants responsible for it. But then it doesn't usually get taken care of that well sometimes. So landscaper you need. I'm going off on tangents here. Yard maintenance. Oh, I see. I have these in here as separate. So you've got landscaping, maybe to do large landscaping jobs, and then maybe yard maintenance. You've got somebody who can go in there once a week and mow the grass. You know, that might be a different thing, that different person. Snow removal. Now, we don't have to worry about that in Arizona, obviously, but some of you guys have snow removal issues in the wintertime. Junk removal. It would be good to have a junk removal person. That a lot of times can be your handyman. If your handyman has a pickup truck, you know, they can throw junk in the back of the pickup truck and haul it to the dump. Boy, I keep coming back to our handyman. I just, you know, you realize how important they are to have a good person in that role. Pest inspection. You'll probably, sometimes you need to do termite inspections. You need to do, you know, you have different pests in different areas of the country, obviously. We have scorpions out here. I mean, I never grew up with scorpions. I never knew about scorpions. I never saw my first scorpion until I was like in my 40s or whatever when we moved out here. So, you know, they're not as scary as you think, but you need to have a pest person who can handle all that stuff. Pest control, pest inspection. That's probably the same person. Pool maintenance. If you have a pool, obviously that's somebody you're going to have. Home inspection. A lot of times people have home inspectors. That's part of the process. You want to have a home inspector. Locksmith. Okay. Somebody's going to come and change the locks on your properties. You know, when new tenants move in, don't leave the same locks. Well, okay. That's an interesting question. Do you have to switch out all the locks when you get a new tenant? You know, that can be kind of expensive, and if you trust the people and get all the keys back, you know, that may be an expense that you don't necessarily have to take on. But just that's something that you have to make a decision about with your business. Then a residential alarm company, you might want it. Depends on the house, but some of your tenant buyers will move in and they'll say, there's no alarm on the house. Do you know anybody who could do that for me? So it's good to know somebody who does alarm systems. A credit repair person is good to have on your team. A credit repair person, now that's not like a tradesperson technically. They're not doing tradesman work type stuff, but they are a resource for you. So I stuck them in there. I have a pretty decent company we use called, it's actually two companies. It's screenthetenant.com and mycreditteam.com. Both of them are owned by the same guy, Paul Ritter, who we know. So if you're looking for somebody to help you with credit repair, he does that through his My Credit Team company. And if you're looking for someone to screen your tenants before you put them in, make sure they're on the up and up, and look at all their background and stuff. The screenthetenants.com, and he only charges $50, so it's cheap. And then real estate auctioneer. Now you may actually use that. That's a very specialized strategy. If you are doing option deals and you have just the right situation, you may actually use a real estate auctioneer, although that's probably a long shot for most of you. All right, so guys, that's it. That's all the tradespeople type folks, and it's National Tradesperson today. So again, a cleaner, number one cleaner, two painter, carpet cleaner, flooring contractor, window coverings contractor. There's some really, sometimes windows and window coverings. Maybe that should be two, because sometimes you have to have a specific window person. Yeah, window and window coverings, general home repair, plumbing, roofing, landscaping, yard maintenance, snow removal, junk removal, pest inspection, pest control, pool maintenance. Remember, the person who comes in and inspects the pest, does your pest inspection, is probably the same person who's going to come back every 2 months or 3 months and spray or whatever as well. So pool maintenance, home inspection, locksmith, residential alarm, credit repair, and a real estate auctioneer potentially. So that's a lot. Guys, I'm sorry I had a long one today. I know it's a lot, but it's a lot of information. I just like to give you guys that information. So remember, this form is available in your What to Say and What to Do system, the online version. When you go to ourwolfpack.com, put your code in, go on the What to Say and What to Do, and then go into the forms folder. Okay, so great. Thanks for being here today, guys. A lot of great information today. RIA, Chamber of Commerce, and BNIs. And you know what is a good resource, guys? This is really good, as Nextdoor. So if you're looking for a good person and you go on Nextdoor, there's a ton of, everybody should be on Nextdoor, because it really keeps you in touch with a lot of stuff, what's going on in your local area and your local community. If you do not check Nextdoor regularly, you're a little out of touch. And you can post stuff on Nextdoor. It's really easy to kind of bypass the rules on that. You can't specifically advertise, but you can have somebody else say, hey, do you know anybody? Hey, does anybody know anybody who would be good for this? And then you can have somebody else, not you, answer, oh, these people are great for that. Okay. That was a real golden nugget. And I hope that you guys clicked on that, because that's constantly happening on Nextdoor. So if people say, hey, do you know anybody? Okay, I'm not going to explain it again, but just word to the wise, it's a way of working the system a little bit with Nextdoor, and also getting the word out there, what you do. And certainly if you have a trade or something to get out there, there's a ton of that. So, I mean, I had to redo the front door. And where did I go? I went to Nextdoor and I typed in, I looked and I saw a whole long stream all about, does anyone know anybody who does front door repairs? And so there's a whole bunch of suggestions of different people on there. So that's how Nextdoor, don't forget Nextdoor is a good source. Okay, off tangent again. All right, so great. Glad you guys could be here with me today. Okay, I have a great team. That's our affirmation for today. I have a great team. So if you don't have it now, you're going to build it. Okay, ready? 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I have a great team. I have a great team. I have a great team. Yes, all right. I'm a member of your team, guys. I provide motivation and instruction for your team. All right, let's do our deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. Hold it a little bit and let it go. Okay, another one. Always a big smile when you're doing your deep breathing. Puts you in a great mood. One more. Great job. All right. All right, that's a way to start your day. All right, so let's all get focused this weekend. Let's have a great weekend. Let's make lots of calls. If you didn't make your 20 calls, which is your baseline KPI, then you've got, 19 or 18 or however many more calls to make this weekend. But Saturday is the best day to do real estate. You could make every one of your calls on Saturday if you wanted to. So let's get some great action going out there and recruit a great team. And I will see you guys on Monday. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and take